Excerpt from Chapter 18. Le Grand Voyage. In the neighborhood of 20 years ago, more or less, counting from this Anno Domini 1886, an intrepid American explorer discovered the famous Yellowstone region, and while on the same expedition went as far west as the Three Tetons, in Idaho. These mountain triplets were the Petachiui, of Edel. Professor Hayden, having arrived at the base of these lofty peaks, succeeded, after indefatigable toil, in reaching the top of the greater peak, and made the first ascent known to modern times. On its top he found a roofless structure of granite slabs, within which, he said, the granite detritus was of a depth indicating that for 11,000 years it had been undisturbed. His inference was that this period had elapsed since the construction of the granite walls. Well, the professor was right, as I happened to know. He was examining a structure made by Poseid hands 127.5 centuries ago, and it was because Professor Hayden was once a Poseida and held a position under the Adlan government, as an attaché of the government body of scientists stationed at Petachiui, that he was karmically attracted to return to the scene of his labors long ago. Perhaps knowledge of this fact would have increased the interest he felt in the Three Tetons. Our Va-ilks alighted upon the ledge without the temple of Ui just as nightfall came on. It was very cold there, so far north, and at such an altitude. But the priests within the heavy, well-built edifice never suffered cold, for Itla, drawing upon novice, had night-side forces at its call. The primary cause of our visit was our desire to pay devotion to Intel as he arose next morning. All night the brilliant beams of light from our ruby-colored lanterns flashed the tidings, to such Poseidon as might look our way, that a royal Va-ilks was in the region. Footnotes 173-1. The Three Tetons we situated in northwestern Wyoming, but Wyoming as a territory was not in existence at the time referred to, having been formed in 1868 from parts of Idaho, Dakota and Utah. A small part of Yellowstone Park is in Idaho King's Handbook of United States,